Hello and welcome to Tête-à-tête with Tiwa. I am Tineke.
And I'm Wally.
And you're doing on your phone.
No, I'm actually trying to bring up a question.
Oh, okay. And the question is?
And our question for today is, if you could have a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be?
4, only 4?
4.
Wow, that's tough.
No, just, they could be 10, I'm sure, but just 4.
So I think I would have to put my dad on there. Obviously, you probably don't know, but I lost my dad when I was 1. So I don't know him. So I would like to have a conversation with him. Just find out about him. I think...
Find out about him from him.
Well, just, like when you get to know someone, normally you get to know them from themselves.
Yeah. No, why I say that is because you've learned a lot about him over the years.
Yeah, but you always feel like when someone is dead, they're not going to tell you that he was a right horrible sort, so are they? Because people don't speak bad of the dead.
Yeah, but so, then...
I'm not saying he was, I'm just saying that, everything you would have heard is positive.
Yeah, but on the balance, you would be able to pick certain things out. Even though people don't speak ill of the dead, there's certain things, you would find out.
Anyway, I would like to have that conversation with him. Then I would love to have a chat with Mother Teresa. Because I feel like, I admire her hugely. I feel like she showed, you can't really say somebody's a real Christian because you don't know, but for me, she showed a lot of Christian qualities that I would like to show. She just loved. She acted, she did stuff, so I just feel like I would like to actually know what motivated her. I know it probably was Jesus, but you know what I mean, and how she did it, because even at the time when she did it as a woman, I could be doing things like that now and it probably wouldn't be, but then it was just a different time when she was doing all the stuff, and I think that's what makes it so much more powerful than, I could even argue that I'm doing all the stuff she did and not, but I could argue that and it probably wouldn't be a big deal in today's world. But in her time, it was, as a woman to be doing all of that. So I'd kind of like to have a conversation with Mother Teresa. Nelson Mandela, another one that I probably, these are all dead people. I need to find an alive person. Okay, can we do 4 dead, 4 alive?
4 people.
So Nelson Mandela, because you see, I would like, and actually I say Nelson Mandela, he's a representative of, it could be any of them, Martin Luther King, any of these, Malcolm X, these type of people that had a cause that they fought for, went through trauma of sorts for it, you know what I mean, and stood their ground. So that type of person. So it doesn't necessarily have to be him. I chose him because I just kind of like him more, but maybe, so I've got 2 men, 1 woman. And see, an obvious one would be Jesus, but I don't want to put Jesus on that table because I feel like I have the Bible and so I don't want him to take up a seat that somebody else can take up when I kind of have access to him already. So I'm not going to put him on there, but he would be like a good one to have a conversation with. And I'm sure there are other people in the Bible that I would love to have a conversation with that, Okay, I think you said something about Solomon.
Yeah.
I don't want to take your guy, but so they feel. Let me think. Do you know? If I was to take a biblical character, and I know that's not what the question is, but if I was to take a biblical character that I could speak to, I would want to speak to the Proverbs 31 woman. Again, for similar reasons to Mother Teresa, in the sense that I love, she inspires me, and in her, to see how it would just be interesting to know how she did so much in her time, and how she balanced the whole. Yeah, so I think those will be my 4 for now. But like I said, I really have like 10.
Probably.
And they're all dead, so I feel like I should have 4 alive, but let's just go with those 4 dead. Who would your 4 be?
Alright, so first, it would be Solomon.
Solomon.
Okay.
Because you want to be wise.
Yeah, I think it's,
quite wise.
I think there's one never wise enough.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think Solomon, because of the wisdom, but I think a lot of what we go through with the application of wisdom and understanding, we'll be able to navigate and meander a lot easier than we tend to do. So yes, Solomon one. I was stealing one of yours, Mandela.
Okay.
Mandela, because I'd love to find out about the resilience in his spirit. It takes a certain resilience to stay, to be in jail for 27 years, even having been offered many exit plans that were different from the cause.
Yeah.
Some were similar to the cause, but not the cause. And to remain knowing that you might never come out.
Yeah.
And you might never reach that agreement point. So I would love to find out a bit more about that. And so Mandela.
Solomon Mandela. Okay.
You know, I'd love to have a chat with Aung San Suu Kyi.
Okay, who is that?
Of Burma.
Okay. Is he living or dead?
She.
My bad. She living or dead?
She's living.
She's living. Okay.
She's gone through a similar experience.
As Mandela.
Yeah, but not in jail, house arrest, so on and so forth.
Oh, I think I know the chick.
Haven't been under house arrest. I think she's been in jail, but she left. She sacrificed a lot. Now I don't know if I have that same grit that she has. And when I say she sacrificed, her husband, she married a British man.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think it is, don't quote me, but I think it was British. Well, they lived in England. And when she was detained in Burma, she didn't see him. No. And she was away from him, even when he fell ill. He died, she never saw him. Do you see what I mean? She stayed the course for the cause. I don't know, so what I want to find out is what
strength of character.
What makes a person hold one cause over the other?
The cause of Burma over her husband.
Yes, of her marriage, her relationship. I understand both, the husband and the country and the people as well, because I think she's looking more about the freedom of her people at large as opposed to.
You see, isn't this a typical example of someone that is called to a greater cause that is beyond themselves? Her husband must have known.
Yeah, he supported,
yes. Her calling, her passion.
Right.
And that he couldn't get in the way of it.
Yes.
So I guess maybe she's just one of those people that was lucky enough to have discovered what her, like people are always looking for what am I on earth for. Maybe she discovered it in time so that it was clear that this was her. It's almost like Esther in the Bible, where, she was fighting for her people. If I perish, I perish. It's irrelevant about me. This is now about the greater good.
Yeah. And this is the reason why I said I'd love to have a chat with her, because there are other issues within that. There's also because of the sacrifice, there are other people affected.
Yeah, of course.
So not just the husband, the kids as well. Yeah, I think she has kids. How do you balance that? How do you deal with that? Because there must be a certain weight.
Of course, yeah.
You understand? How do you carry it? I mean, there's a lot that I would like to unwrap.
That's what they say when they say that God gives grace for what you are supposed to, God just gives you the grace to go through whatever. I mean, obviously we're Christians, so we're always like the Bible, God will not give you more than you can bear. Classic example. You probably couldn't bear that, which is why he didn't give it to you. But she could. And obviously everybody around her, there's a grace that will be given to them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would love to.
Yeah, I'm just okay. So who's your fourth person? That's three you've done. Who's your fourth person?
So I've got two alive. Sorry, one alive.
Yeah, you don't want to lie. If you don't have a fourth, can I take your fourth?
No, it's fuck you. You already have your number.
Yeah, but I can have five and you have three.
I'm kind like that. What do you have to offer?
No, did you have someone in mind?
I will get there. Don't worry, but you speak good.
No, I mean the other person that I would love to have a conversation with is Princess Diana.
Okay.
And again, because I just think that her story is such, like where she came from, how, being married as a virgin age 19 to, like, I guess the most eligible bachelor, then knowing that you were not the only one in the marriage. I mean, I just think that there's just so many layers, and I just feel like she would just, I would love to have a conversation with her to kind of see
how she saw,
I mean, because we see all these things, we know all these things about her, but I don't know how much of it is like true.
Yeah, of course.
I would like to hear from her point of view how it was. Did she know about Camilla before she married Charles? Did she, you know what I mean? And obviously she, I don't know how much of what we know is true.
Yeah.
And I would really like to have a conversation with her, because I feel like that's a classic case of she came going into something, expecting something, and getting something completely different. But did she, or did she not? Do you know what I mean? Because I think it would be interesting to have a conversation. I really admired her. I mean, I know a lot of people had nothing nice to say about her, but I really admired her. I thought she had a heart of gold, in terms of her.
Well, she showed that she had a heart of gold. There's no perfection, doesn't lie in any of us.
No. I mean, I'm not looking for perfect. I'm just saying that obviously she had her flaws and she had her challenges and whatnot, but I would like to hear from her point of view, because I've heard it from everybody else's point of view. But what was she really feeling? What was she really, And I guess she did that interview, so I guess to a certain extent we have some of her opinion, but I would love to have a conversation with her, ask her some deep and meaningful questions. So you got your fourth person now that I've taken your fourth person.
Yeah, so I'm going down the route of music.
Okay.
I would love to sit down with Miles Davis. Because considering he passed through so many stages in his music, his music transforms over the years. The times when Miles Davis is playing, and in my mind, I think he's searching for something. You know what I mean? It might not be, might have just been playing what he knew, but there's certain places he goes to, and I think to myself, this man is searching for something. What is he looking for? What is the sound that he's trying to get to, and so on and so forth. So it'd be an interesting person to have a conversation with.
So who would your four people be that you would like to have a conversation with at dinner? Let us know.
Indeed.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Okay, that's it. See you next time.
Ciao.